Hello Facebook, hello YouTube, what is up everybody? This is Ruben and I am back with another Ruben Report. It has been a long time coming, quite a hiatus, but today I wanted to give you guys a bit of an update on my KLR 650. This video is going to be the video that I talked about in my saving money at the end of my saving money on gas video, where we are very close, at least at this point in time, to reaching my ROI mileage. But with this video, I also wanted to include just a bit of maintenance right before we hit this mileage. So today I've decided to do a valve inspection on my KLR 650 and show you guys that process. I'm going to show you guys the current mileage that we are at. Just one moment. So we are currently at 22,515.6 miles on the odometer. And I believe my ROI mileage that I quoted in my Save Money on Gas video was 1 moment. All right, so I have looked up my video and I see here the ROI mileage is 22,572 miles. So I think that means we are about 60. Yeah, we're about 60 miles away from our ROI threshold mileage. So we are very close. But yeah, anyway, today I wanted to do a valve inspection on the bike because looking at my maintenance log here, the last time that we adjusted the valves, we have definitely inspected them prior to this, but last time that we actually adjusted the valves was at 13,242 miles, very early on in my ownership. And so since the first adjustment and the only adjustment, I've ridden the bike a little over 9,000, almost 9,300 miles since. So we're gonna go ahead and take the bike apart, get a look at where our valve clearances are at. And once we figure that out, make some, well, we will order shims if necessary. And then we will see each other again, probably next week, once we have actually passed our mileage threshold, and we'll do the adjustments and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But let's go ahead and get the bike apart so we can get a look at these valves. All right, you guys, bike is apart. We are at top dead center. We have our cams level, which is a very good sign that I don't have to adjust the cam timing. So now we are going to be looking at the valves in just 1 second. Let me get my, there it is, feeler gauge. Okay, so taking a look at my original adjustment that I did around 13,000 miles, I will put a little screenshot somewhere up here so you guys can follow along. The front intake side was the only one that did not get adjusted at that time. And so I believe at the time that I did that adjustment, this was 0.17 or almost 0.18 millimeters that was supposed to fit under this one. Literally every single other one was adjusted, and there was a 0.20 millimeters that they were adjusted to. So this is the only one that was not adjusted way back when. So I'm going to check each and every single one, starting with this one with something that's close to 0.178. And then everybody else, I'm going to take a look whether or not they fit the 0.2. So give me 1 second. All right, so here we go. Let me try to zoom in on this. All right, so we have 0.18 millimeters that we're going to be starting with. And we also have the 0.20 millimeters. Okay, so let's start with the 0.18 for this valve here. Once again, 0.18. Okay, it fits. It does snag just a tiny bit. It's not completely a slip and slide, but it does fit. So we are definitely still within spec on this, but I definitely would like to have a little bit more free play, just a little bit. Okay, and again, that is the, come on, focus, 0.18 millimeters. Okay, so now we're going to change over to the 0.20 millimeters for all the other ones. Let's see if you guys can see it a little bit better. No, not really. Okay. Okay. This one feels similar to this guy here. It feels similar, where I can get it through, but it's not like a super slip and slide party, you know? It's snagging just a tiny bit. This one doesn't fit in here at all. All right. And then we have the exhaust ones. Okay, it slides through just fine, but still feels just a tiny bit, just a tiny bit. It feels a tiny bit tight. And we can get it in there just fine. And then lastly, yep. Okay. I would definitely say that they have moved a very tiny bit. They aren't like super slip and slides, you know, as which I adjusted them to over 9,000 miles ago, but they barely have moved at all for this entire, again, over 9,000 miles that I've been riding. So no adjustments necessary just yet. However, I will adjust them, well, at some point when I start seeing signs of tight valves, which I just haven't with this bike. And that's very good to know. So I will be back with you guys in about a week once we actually surpass our mileage, and then we'll talk soon. She's always started up, no issues. I was just curious about where the valves were at. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a week. And yeah, talk to you soon. All right, y'all, I have made it home, and today we have finally rolled over our ROI mileage. We are currently sitting at 22,588 miles, and our ROI mileage was at 22,572. So we have finally surpassed our ROI threshold. And as the bike is currently sitting, it has, in fuel savings alone, completely paid for itself and all the accessories attached to it. So from this point on, every saved dollar is absolute pure profit from here on out. And it has been a long journey getting to this point. It has taken us 490 days to get to this point, which is equivalent to 1.34 years. And like I said, it's been quite a journey, but from here on out, it's just pure profit and maintenance. This bike has went from a liability to an asset. And as far as my maintenance record goes, or the maintenance log goes, this bike has been absolutely a pleasure to own, to work on. It being an older bike, it has its quirks. Like I stated in previous videos, review videos, but as far as maintenance goes, which I wish I acknowledged in previous videos, but I guess I'll do it here now. As you guys have seen, early in this video, we did the valve clearance check. And since I've adjusted them over 9,400 something miles ago, they have either not moved at all or barely even moved, and still not needing an adjustment at this period of time. So that has been great that I have not had to deal with that issue ever again throughout this entire journey. But the true MVP, maintenance MVP, or reliability MVP, I should actually say, throughout this entire journey has really been my motorcycle chain. Okay? This motorcycle chain has been the exact same chain, not the sprockets, because I've done previous videos where I did experiments with sprockets, but the chain itself is the exact same chain that's been on the bike since I bought it. And I bought this bike with 11,600 miles on it. So we ourselves have put in total almost 11,000 miles on this chain. Okay. I don't know how many miles were on this chain before I bought the bike. All I know is that I've put almost 11,000 miles on it, and it's still running fine. And I have to really say that that's due to the nature and how I've been taking care of it. Pretty much at minimum every 600 miles, but generally every 300 miles. So every week when I was really, really using it to commute back and forth from work when I worked at my previous job, I was doing about 300 miles a week. I would clean it every single week. And if I missed a week, I would clean it the next one. So at the bare at the maximum 600, but generally every 300 miles, it will be cleaned and lubricated. And even with me leaving that job position a while ago, now, it was July of last year, I've still kept that same routine, cleaning it and lubricating it every 300 miles. The chain itself is a EK X-ring chain. That's what I discovered. So kind of overkill for this bike, but it's been holding up. And that's pretty much it, man. So, can you utilize a motorcycle to save money on gas? And can that motorcycle be used to such a degree where you can get a return on your investment? I gladly have to say it is absolutely possible. But more of the story, especially when it comes to my experience, make sure that you buy a bike that is reliable. Otherwise, your experience is going to turn into a nightmare. But besides that, yes, it is absolutely possible for you to utilize a motorcycle to save money on gas, even up to the point where you get a full return on your investment. And this KLR, with only 22,000 miles on it, we're just getting started. I have absolutely no plans to get rid of this bike soon. So this is not going to be the end of me. You'll still see some videos coming from me. A video that is going to be coming soon is going to be dealing with a little bit more maintenance. I have a video that's going to be coming out about the radiator fan, so stay tuned for that. But that's all I got for tonight, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you to everybody who's been following along up until this point. You guys know this has been a long time coming, and stay safe out there. Peace.
Oh, it's been a long night, but I'll be ready for church in the morning. Been a while since I've gone in. I just want you all mine, just to carry your love in the morning. Been a while since you called me. Oh, it's been a long night,